how you doing today? We're going to do a little video here about what's going on in the city of Antioch, and one of the ideas that came about from two council members, Lamar Thorpe and Joy Motts. They had an ad hoc committee group that they were doing about homeless, and they had a press conference the other day talking about wanting to spend $1 million on 32 rooms at a hotel in Antioch to house homeless people. And for me, it's a little bit different. I have a hard time getting behind this idea because they're spending general fund monies for such a small sector of people. It's my opinion that general fund money should be spent on items that are going to benefit the entire city, all of the taxpayers in the city. So I came up with a list of 12 items because I was asked a question during a podcast the other day. What is it I would do if I had $1 million in the city to spend it on? So I came up with these 12 items. I was originally going to try to sing them out as the 12 days of Christmas, but then I realized I can't sing and shouldn't subject all you people to that. So I'm going to go through it and give it a little bit of an explanation. Number one, road repairs. I know it sounds kind of weird, but think about it for a minute. Our roads are in very bad disrepair here in the city, and our cars take the impact from it. We spend a lot of money in maintenance in our vehicles, tire replacement, alignment replacement, wear and tear on our vehicles that's unnecessary due to the disrepair of our road system. If we spent that $1 million on road repair, it would help every person inside of our city, not just a select group. Additional street lighting. Our streets are too dark. That leaves dark areas for people, and it makes it unsafe and uncomfortable for a lot of people. Want to walk at night with your family, with your kids, with your dog, or just take a walk by yourself. It's always better if you're walking in a well-illuminated area. This is another item that would help every single taxpayer within our city. Updated street signs. Our streets are very dangerous to drive on. You see a lot of people changing lanes last minute because they can't see where they're going to be going. They're unfamiliar with the area, and it's causing a lot of traffic accidents inside of our intersections or on our roadways just due to the fact that our street sign system isn't updated or properly illuminated. This is another item that would help our entire citizen base, as well as help people that come and visit our city. They would then be able to find their way around the city a little bit better, which in turn, as part of the city's platform, they want to bring more people to our city to try to show that this is a good place to come and that there is opportunity that lives here. Kind of hard to find the opportunities if you can't see where you're going. Additional traffic cameras, license plate readers. We have people blowing through our intersections constantly. I go to a red light. If I'm the first one in line, the light goes green. I do a 2 count in my head before I go because it's like playing Frogger trying to get across the street. These cars come flying through after a red light 2-3 seconds later. We need license plate readers so we can get these people on camera, get them their tickets, because when it starts costing them money out of their pocket, they're going to stop doing that. That's another item that helps every person in our city that could be done with this $1 million. Shot spotters. Let's face it, we all want to be safer here in this town. Everybody does. No matter what you do, you can't prevent crime from happening because there's always going to be someone out there that's going to commit crime. It'd be nice to be able to catch them. One of the best things is shot spotters. This hotel that they're wanting to put this $1 million into is right on the same street where there was a recent murder at Ramey's Liquors. There was a stabbing and a shooting there. That intersection has a shot spotter system. It was able to catch camera footage of what happened. We need that in more areas inside our city. Another item that would help our entire city, but more pointed towards everybody's safety that walks, crossing guards. We have intersections in our city where we have our crosswalks that people use all the time that could really use a crossing guard. People don't have enough time to get across the street on Lone Tree Way, on Hillcrest Avenue where there's a crosswalk. At Hillcrest and Lone Tree, it's very brutal. If we could have someone working that intersection there and other intersections, this would be another benefit to everybody in our city. Programs for business retention. We have an adjacent city over in Brentwood. They're investing into their businesses because right now COVID-19 is making it very, very difficult for certain businesses to be able to sustain themselves. If we use this $1 million and invest it into our business system, this is an item that would not only help every one of our residents, but it would also help regenerate the money that is being spent because this would incur tax revenue for the city to attain. Parking lot lights. This one's a little bit different because it would be putting money out into what's considered private property, but it could tie into, once again, to the business retention. Our parking lots are too dark. They allow for shadowed areas where people go to at night to try to shop and they're uncomfortable and scared. So they don't go to these shopping centers. It also allows areas for homeless people to congregate or hide, for lack of better words, inside of these shopping centers. And it makes it to where people don't want to go to them. They want to go to a different area that's more illuminated, especially if they're going in the evening. Speed bumps. We have some people driving batshit crazy down our streets. We need to slow them down. Our residence areas do need speed bumps. There is no reason why you could live in a residential area way off the beaten path of a main artery street inside our city and having somebody driving 60 miles an hour down your street. The safety of our citizens is paramount. This little item right here could be done well within the $1 million and help regulate everybody that's driving crazy down our streets. It would also help curb some of the donut spinners that are happening inside our neighborhoods. 8 community service officers. All you people that are pounding your chest about defund the police, here you go. Here's a way to do it. Get community service officers that can actually do the jobs that police officers don't need to be doing that they're doing. We used to have 20 community service officers here in the city of Antioch. Now we don't. We are at an absolute minimum of community service officers. Wouldn't it be nice to have representation of your city at the parades, at different events, school events, basketball games, football games, but it not actually be police? They have a direct contact with the police if something happens where police presence is needed. 8 community service officers can be hired with this $1 million. 4 code enforcement officers. You could outfit 4 code enforcement officers with vehicle, full gear, salary, and everything that it pertains for a code enforcement officer to be inside our city to help enforce our codes, to help make our city better and safer for every citizen that we have. Code enforcement officers are the backbone of keeping our blight under control. They're also the ones that make it to where we keep our homeless situation at bay as well. They keep different areas clean, they notify the owners when things are out of line, and they make our neighborhoods better. We need our code enforcement officers. In today's world, we have one last thing. Social distancing education. I know there's going to be some of you people that watch this video or hear that I said this and go, wow, that guy's talking about social distancing? Yes, I am. I believe that social distancing education is something that needs to be taught. Everybody needs to know how to keep their space and how to protect themselves. It's an item that seems to be missing amongst a lot of our citizens, and it's going to affect every citizen we have. If we could teach the proper way to do social distancing and also how to produce proper hygiene methods, we're going to be able to help protect every citizen that we have much better than we have been doing in the past. I know social distancing and proper hygiene has become the topic that everybody wants to talk about for COVID-19. It goes a lot further than that. It helps with the flu. It helps with the colds. It helps with every other type of virus that we have inside our world to help protect you and I from having bad days and feeling ill. These are my 12 items that I've came up with that we could spend $1 million on per each, instead of spending it on 32 hotel rooms that are going to get destroyed and not even put a dent in the issue we have inside the city of Antioch. We could address these items and make things better for every one of our taxpayers if we choose to. Or we could spend $1 million and turn another area right next to a school into a haven for drugs. I don't think that's a good idea. I'd say no to spending $1 million on 32 hotel rooms, and I would say yes to investing in every other taxpayer that we have inside of our city. My name's Kenny Turnage. This is Let's Talk About It. If you like what I said or don't like what I said, please make a comment in the comment section. If you want to hear more about what I have to say, hit the subscribe button. But anyways, if you didn't like it, sorry, maybe I'll catch you on the next one.